U.S. is pressing forward with the hostage for ceasefire agreement and stressing that Thursday's renewal of mediated talks in Cairo between Israel and Hamas could yield an agreement by week's end. President Biden said the deal is possible and within reach and stressed efforts to prevent regional war, hinting that a ceasefire agreement in Gaza would calm the rest of the region. Hamas today announced that it would not take part in the new round of talks, saying that the plan must be based upon past talks and the agreement presented in May without new elements. Israeli security sources reportedly believe it is possible for negotiators to finalize an agreement and that a deal could be put into action within days. They also say there are gaps to be closed, and reaching an agreement will depend on whether Prime Minister Netanyahu and Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar are prepared to show the flexibility needed. Day 311 of the war in Gaza, and with no sign of a potential ceasefire yet in sight, Israel remains determined to prevent Hamas from returning to areas that had been captured by Israel in earlier stages of the war. The focus is currently in Khan Yunis, where Gazans were ordered to flee Hamad City. The area is an upscale residential complex. The IDF launched the operation after intelligence determined that Hamas was re-establishing a presence in the area. There were also clashes in the Rafah area. The IDF eliminated a terrorist squad that came out of a tunnel shaft. Soldiers from the 98th Division also attacked areas from where rockets were fired toward Israel. The IDF announced that 19-year-old paratrooper Sergeant Omer Ginsburg from Tivon was killed during fighting in Rafah. In the north, some 30 projectiles were fired into northern Israel. Most landed in open areas, and there were no casualties reported. Earlier, the IDF eliminated a Hezbollah cell in a drone strike in Taiba, in South Lebanon. The intense manhunt is still underway for the terrorists responsible for the shooting yesterday in the Jordan Valley. The attackers had opened fire on Israeli vehicles on Highway 90 in the Jordan Valley Road near Kibbutz Mechula. An Israeli civilian was killed and another severely wounded as the burst of shots came in two different locations before the terrorists fled into Samaria. The victim was identified as 23-year-old Yonatan Deutsch from Beit Sha'an. Deutsch was engaged to be married and had served in the IDF reserves during the ongoing war in Gaza. A large number of troops are involved in the manhunt for the gunman. Roads have been blocked and searches are underway in nearby Arab towns.
Experience the power of truth with ILTV News. If you're looking for quality content and captivating visuals, join our news community and become an integral part of our team as we embark on a mission to unveil the real Israel, dismantling the web of lies and misinformation that surround reporting on Israel. By subscribing to ILTV News, you will not only have access to the latest updates, but you will also amplify our message, creating a ripple effect that carries the truth far and wide. Subscribe today and help reshape the narrative. Available on the web, Android, and Apple.